Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the Say What podcast. My name is Hannah, and on this podcast, we like to talk about all things purity culture, marriage, relationships, sex, girly things. It is a really fun time here at the Say What podcast. And this is a very special week because it is my birthday week, which I'm very excited about. Birthdays over the years have just become like something that I don't really care about for myself necessarily, but I'm trying to change that. Like it's fun to celebrate. It's fun to do fun things. I love celebrating other people's birthdays and put a lot of effort and energy into like making really fun parties and things for my friends. However, for myself, it just over the years has just not, it's just not been a priority of mine. But I love birthdays. And so I will be 29 this year. And because it's my birthday and because it's Black Friday, I have to start off the episode by telling you that this week is the biggest week of the discount for the Eden that we've ever had. And I will never have a discount this high again. I think every year I might do like a Black Friday sale and birthday sale. And that is what the discount is, the 20% discount, but it's not going to go to 20% off ever again because this is already a pretty low cost item. So I can't give you all the discounts, but this week I can definitely give you a 20% off discount because it's my birthday and I want to give back to you. So the Eden is a sticky notepad that helps you reveal the truth or reveal the lies that you've been believing about yourself, replace them with truth, and support it with God's word. And it's a really good way to get out of your head the lie that you've been believing about yourself and just put it on paper so that way when those lies do come back into your head, you are already equipped with the truth. You know what the truth is. You know that you're not a bad mom, that you are a good mom, that God has called you to do this, that you will get good things in life, that your past isn't going to hold you back, and you have the scripture right there to support it. And what's really cool is that it's a sticky note, and so you can stick it onto your fridge, on your mirror, wherever you just need that constant reminder, it can be there for you because it's a sticky note, so you can put it wherever, or put it like wherever you need to see it all the time. So it's really great. It's a great way to help you remember what is true about you, what God says about you. And they are perfect stocking stuffers and gifts for your girlfriends because after shipping, it's less than $20. Like for real, even with shipping, it's less than $20. And it's just like the perfect little gift for her. It's a specialty item. Like nobody else has something like this. No one else has a product like this. So it's like a specialty item for the Christian in your life. And it's just a cute little girly thing to have. So it's really great. And while it is cute and girly, it also is like life-changing. So we love that. And like I said, 20% off with code BIRTHDAY. And I will link that in the episode notes below only for this week. So the discount is only from the Monday to Saturday. So the discount is going to end on Saturday night of my birthday. My birthday is on Saturday. So it will end then. So there's your reminder to go grab the Eden, grab a couple for your friends, and just really enjoy it this holiday season. So today's episode is about holiday stories. So I'm sharing with you some of your crazy holiday stories, and we just have a couple to share just to laugh about. But before we tell the stories, I just want to give some reminders as we go into this holiday season. So tensions are high. Tensions are high, stress is high. Everyone has an opinion about something these days and feels the need to share it. And I just want to remind you guys to lead with grace, going into conversations with your family, with your friends. Lead with compassion. Lead with trying to be like Christ. And I think that will go such a long way in the conversations that we're having with our families and the time we're spending with them. And I hope that like you have the best relationship with your family and that nothing is weird or wild at your holiday, time together. And you don't even have to listen to this part. But I want to encourage you, if it's not that way, to just like take some deep breaths and try to provide so much grace as you're going in. I know sometimes family can be overbearing and just like really passionate about their opinions. So I want to encourage you to stand up for yourself and stick to your boundaries, stick to your guns, but also do that with grace. We got to lead with some grace. We got to be kind and nice and try our best to act like Jesus and love people. You want to go into it very calm, very just, it's going to be okay. Grace, grace, grace. Lead with grace. It's so important. And just to have a calming presence at your family Thanksgiving or your family Christmas. I think that will make a really big difference in your families to just like lead with grace. And I feel like as I've gotten older, I've just had so much compassion for my parents and other people's parents. And a lot of times I just viewed like what people were doing with such like negative intentions. And I'm like, how do they not see that's bad? Like, how do they not see that's harmful? And now that I'm going through this as a parent, I'm like, okay, I really do think that they were doing the best they could with what they had. And, our parents didn't have the resources that we have available to us as far as like, learning about yourself. And I mean, therapy was around, but it wasn't as normalized as it is now. And so it was just a different time when our parents were growing up and parenting us. And so we just have to have so much grace for them, honestly. And I mean, if they're being like crazy, like some of these stories are, like, okay, that's not what I'm talking about. But I definitely have grown up and been like, okay, definitely have been harder on my parents or other people's parents for opinions and things that they did, or their opinions or choices they made. But I really do think, looking back, they were just doing the best that they could. And I need to chill out a little bit. I just need to chill out a bit because, like, I'm not a perfect parent and I'm not going to do perfect things, but I will say it is my like biggest and deepest fear that Tate's going to grow up and talk about me on a podcast and how I was a terrible mom. I hope not. I'm doing everything I can to like be a kind, respectful parent and someone he wants to like hang out with, and that his future wife will be so excited to have me as her mother-in-law. That is my like greatest hope, but biggest fear that's not going to happen. Not me just like sharing my biggest fear with you on the podcast. That I don't talk about that ever. I haven't talked about that with anybody, and I'm sharing with you today. You're welcome. Oh, also, we're backing up a little bit. Side note to like a life update. I didn't share any. I don't know what's happening in my house, but this week we have broken a mirror, like an actual mirror fell, shattered everywhere, broke a mirror. We broke a candlestick, and in one day we broke a candlestick and a mason jar. So I don't know what's happening. If you guys have been around for any amount of time, you know that my house is like, there's always something going on with it. Like, as soon as the first week we moved in, my washing machine flooded our house. And so that happened like the week we moved in. Since being here, like I've broken my leg. We spill stuff all the time. And like we're not people who spill things. So it's just like one thing after another has happened in this house. And then for us to break a mirror and break a candlestick and break a mason jar, and the candlestick and mason jar in one day, I'm like, what is happening to my house? So we just guys need to send all the prayers, all the thoughts to my home, because I just don't really understand what's going on and why this stuff keeps happening. Tate had broken the candlestick. He didn't mean to, it was an accident. Like shouldn't have had him near the candlestick. And then he threw one of Theo's dog toys and it hit the mason jar, and that's how the mason jar is shattered everywhere. And so it's like, just toddler life, which is great. But I'm also just like, what is happening in my house? At the same time, I'm really starting to make this house a home. So we bought the mirror because I was going to put the mirror above the couch and have two sconces on the side, which, side note, when I was talking to Thomas about the sconces, I absolutely 1000% called them scones. So if you're wondering about my home decor journey, that's where we're at. I'm calling them scones rather than sconces. So we, put a mirror up. We were going to have sconces on the side. It was going to look so cute. And, now that mirror is shattered and we've not bought a new one. And then I did hang up 3 family photos, which I'm really excited about. And it just makes the corner of my house like super cozy and homey feeling. And I really want to get like a really big piece of art that has like a lot of color on it to go on the wall right next to it. And then a couple like smaller art pieces. So I have to figure that out. I know nothing about art. I know nothing about buying art. I don't even know what kind of art I like. Like I have no idea, but I'm very excited to, figure that out, see what kind of art journey I'm going on. So I'm really trying to make this house a home while this house is like destroying us. So, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's all going to be okay. I'm still going to continue to make it as homey as I can because I just want my child to grow up in a homey house. Like I want him to have pictures. And it's important for kids to see pictures of themselves and see things around. And while the photos that I have hung are old, it's because I didn't want to get any new photos done because I hated my hair, which I've not given you guys a hair update in a while. If you're watching on YouTube, I've been playing with my hair a lot today because I just tried to give it a blowout and it didn't work. But, my hair is getting pretty long. Looking at my hair now, I think that this is the length that I originally wanted my hair to be. And I think I would have been a lot happier if she would have cut it this length. However, it's still shorter than I think I actually like. So all in all, I think I do regret cutting my hair. And it was like a really big setback for my like body confidence and body, positivity. It really kind of set me back. I have never felt uglier with short hair. And everybody was like, has been so nice to me about it. You guys, I think after I cut my hair, that's the most responses I've ever gotten to an Instagram story in my entire life. Like, everyone loved it, and that was so nice. Like, everybody was being like, Hannah, no, you're crazy. Like, that is your hairstyle. Like, that is the length that you need to have. You are crazy. But it just is not what I envisioned for myself. I felt really ugly. I felt like I just couldn't get it to style right. I felt like it aged me a lot. And so I will never be cutting my hair again. Although could cut these like small pieces. That would be great, that are around my face. Those could use a cut, but I'm not cutting it. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, my eyebrows have nothing in them at the moment. Don't even think about commenting something about that, because I'm going to get my eyebrows done in, 30 minutes. So we got to go with this episode because I have a brow appointment to get to. But those are the life updates that I have. I meant to share those at the beginning, but we kind of got sidetracked. So why don't we just tell the stories? Why don't we just laugh? This is a short little episode for you. I just wanted you to have something to laugh about during your Thanksgiving week. Hopefully people aren't being crazy around you, but if they are, you can laugh at these stories, and maybe these stories will help you not feel so terrible about your situation, because apparently somebody has it worse. Oh man, let's get started. My in-laws gift me a whisk every Christmas. I have so many questions. How many whisks do you need? Are you a baker? Do you bake often and they think that you need all these whisks? Is it the same whisk every year? Can they not get any other ideas? Did you mention at one point that you really like to bake and you need a whisk? Or I need to know why they give you a whisk every year. And can they not come up with something else? I just have so many questions. I do not understand the whisk. There's always a running, everybody gets a bad gift for Christmas. That's just how it goes. Everyone's going to get a bad gift at some point. But the fact that you're getting the same bad gift every year, I'm incredibly sorry. I'm so sorry. That is just not fun. That is just not fun for anyone. The next story. Oh, this is a worse gift. I'm so sorry. My mother-in-law gave me an insane shapewear thing to, quote, help you look better with my wedding dress. I've never used it. How insulting. That is so incredibly rude. I cannot believe that. That is the rudest thing I've ever heard, to help you look better in your wedding dress. That is insane. And also, buying somebody shapewear is such an intimate thing. I wouldn't buy shapewear for somebody. That's just so intimate and weird. And I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I think that's so icky. You know what I mean? It's just so icky. That's not something for somebody to value like that. That's strange. No thanks. Next story. 3 years ago, my crazy aunt invited us over for what we thought was a family dinner. It swiftly turned into an intervention during which she asked my older brother to buy my grandma's house because she had spent through my grandma's entire retirement fund on random things, to our shock and disbelief, and now my grandma couldn't pay her bills on her own house. So let me summarize this for you. The aunt spent grandma's money. Grandma's still alive. Grandma needs to pay her bills, but aunt had access to grandma's money and has been spending grandma's money on crazy things, and now grandma can't pay her bills. That's what's happening. Long story short, it ruined Christmas that year. The year after that, my brother had to stage an intervention about my parents' financial problems in front of the whole family and me. The year after that, my dad was hospitalized on Christmas Day because he developed heptic encephalopathy. I don't know what that is. And I got into a near fatal car accident. It's been an insane few years. I need to wrap your entire family in bubble wrap. Wow. There's so much to unpack here. Number one, aunt spending all of grandma's money is crazy, and that's not okay, and she never needs to be in charge of anything financially ever again. It sounds like we have some financial problems running through your family, so I hope that you personally are on top of your finances and just are aware of that generational thing that's happening within your family with money. So we're going to try to break that in Jesus' name. There's not going to be a generational curse for you. And I'm so sorry that you got in a near fatal car accident. I'm so thankful that you are alive and well. Praise Jesus. And I am so sorry about your dad. I don't know what heptic encephalopathy is. But that's crazy. And I think that you guys just need to like go away for the holidays and not be near each other, because it seems like when you guys come together, things are going awry. So I feel like we just need to like go to Mexico for the holidays and say bye-bye to any kind of family time, because this is crazy. And it just seems like one thing after another. And I'm just going to pray for your safety this holiday. Like, let's just pray. Jesus, we just pray for this person who wrote in, and that her holiday this year will not be anything like the other years, in a positive way, and they will just have a great time together with family and nothing crazy is going to happen. Amen. Because year after year after year after year for you, it's something new. So we gotta stop that. We gotta nip that, because no. Next one. Last year, my husband was trying to keep things spicy for Christmas, but we also agreed to not buy very many things for each other. So he got me 2 different toys to use for us to try. So fun. Love that. He had put them in his car trunk to hide them. We went away the weekend before Christmas with my brother and sister-in-law who had just gotten married, and I went to grab my luggage, and he was like, "No, your presents are in there." To which my brother and sister-in-law then said he should give me one early. They didn't know what it was. No. I said I didn't want any early gifts and went inside, but then I guess my husband shared what he got me. He wasn't thinking at all in the moment that day that he was telling my brother. No. We then spent Christmas Day with his family, and I had to spend the whole day lying to my mother and father-in-law about what my husband got me for Christmas. I just kept telling them things I wanted and watched as my husband added them to the Amazon cart all day. I love him so much. We laughed about how his gifts were great, but he didn't think about the fact that people would ask, and some other stuff along the way would have been helpful. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Not him telling your brother that he got you guys sex toys. Like, that's crazy. I also love that being a gift. Fantastic. I have decided that I am going to put together a little like spicy Christmas gift guide for you guys, because I was thinking like I should put together a gift guide, and I was like, well, you're seeing all the other gift guides, but you're not seeing a spicy gift guide. So I got you. I am going to put that together this week. But that's crazy. That's so funny that your husband had to tell your brother that he got you sex toys. Now, he didn't have to, but the fact that he did is wild. And the fact that all day your mother and father-in-law are just like talking about all these gifts, and you're just like, yeah, he got me the Ugg boots I wanted. Like, so excited. Can't wait to wear them. Yet there's no Ugg boots to be worn. That's amazing. And I just love the spicy Christmas. Like, love it. I think we should all have a spicy Christmas. It sounds fun to me. Let's read the next one. 2 years ago, my sweet, sweet husband and I made the unanimous decision to go no contact with her husband's dad and stepmom after 2 years of drama. Okay, so this couple, they are going no contact with the husband's dad and stepmom. Oof, another set of stories for another time. My husband's brother and wife are also no contact with those individuals because of the same series of events happening to them. We often share crazy stories, memes, etc. about the whole situation. There's lots of laughter and connecting, and we've grown a lot closer with my sister and brother-in-law from this. Fast forward to last Christmas, my husband gets a gift card emailed to him with a message attached, Happy holiday, love, Dad. There was no other context or anything else. So naturally, my husband emails his dad and says, thank you for the gift card. I hope you have a Merry Christmas from me and mine to you and yours. Within minutes, my husband is met with a very colorful worded email from my father-in-law stating that he would never do such a thing and that he will be taking us to court for identity theft paired with a restraining order. That's psychotic. The following day, my sister-in-law reaches out and asks if we got the gift card gag gift. No, so it didn't actually come from the father. And immediately the dots connected. We thought it was hilarious, but we wish there was some type of heads up, of course. We did end up telling the father-in-law that it was a simple mistake and that we were sorry for interrupting his life again. He replied back with a message stating that we were terrible Grinches who stole the merry out of his Christmas and we ruined the holidays for him and his wife, followed by another threat of restraining orders upon further contact. It was definitely a little messed up, but we still got a kick out of it. That's crazy that your father, or that his father would say to him, like, you ruined Christmas for reaching out to me. Like, that's That's insane. And I'm so sorry that you guys are no contact with these family members, but it sounds like it's for the best because just a little comment like that is crazy. And also, like, that's a really funny gag gift from them, but you absolutely should have gotten a heads up. Like, they should have told you at some point, like, hey, I got you a really funny gag gift, and not tell you what it is, so that way you know when it came in that it was a gag gift. But because I can understand, like, if that's something that you guys connect on and it's like a funny thing for each other, I can understand how that's like a funny joke. However, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And it's also another layer of this. It probably like got your husband excited that maybe his dad was being nice and doing something nice for you guys. And maybe there was like a way that you guys could have some kind of reconciliation. And clearly that is not happening. So I am sorry about that. That's definitely a bummer. But all of this whole story is hilarious in the fact that your in-laws are insane and your brother and sister have a great sense of humor. All right, this is the last story. Like I said, we just had a couple stories today. The last story. 2 Christmases ago, my mother-in-law randomly told us at the dinner table that she did cocaine one time in the 70s and then went on and won a dance competition. It was easily my favorite Christmas gift I have ever received. It was out of the blue and so funny. I love that you guys are just like having family dinner, you know, eating the turkey, eating the stuffing, eating the dressing, eating, you know, the sweet potato casserole. And she's just like, yeah, so like cutting her turkey. Like one time I did some cocaine and then entered a dance competition and I won. And it's just like, what are we talking about here? Like, that's crazy. That is so fun. And I just love that so much. And that's just truly the best story. Like, that's the perfect story to end on. Light, funny. And, you know, your mother-in-law now has won a dance competition. And you know that she's done cocaine and seems like she's doing just fine. Not that we should all do cocaine, but that was a different time in the 70s. So we absolutely should not do cocaine these days. But that is too good. That's too good. Chef's kiss, truly. I was trying to think if I have any like crazy holiday stories. Not that I'd put my personal family on blast because I can't share anything because obviously you know it'd come from me. But I don't really have like crazy family. Like I don't have anything wild. I mean, for 5 years we would go home for 2 weeks and then because we lived in Colorado, so we'd go home for 2 weeks and that was just crazy trying to go back and forth between all the families. But I don't think I have any like stories like that to share. So I don't. I'm sorry. Nothing fun. Anyways, I hope that this has brought some light and laughter to you, some just, you know, just something for you to cackle about today on this Wednesday before Thanksgiving, or I hope it gave you some Thanksgiving reprieve from your family. A reminder to just go into this holiday season being kind and respectful and you know, if people are being respectful to you, you know, we should always try to be above reproach. However, stand up for yourself, have your boundaries, and let's just have like a good holiday season. And don't forget that Eden is on sale for 20% off. So run to the EdenNotepad.com and get your holiday gifts. They're the perfect holiday gifts. And just bless your girlfriends this year. Like I think they will love it and they will feel so thankful that they have this Bible study tool to use. So it's fantastic. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me today and we will talk soon. Bye.